It's Darlisha TV here. I wanted to share a story with you guys, my weight loss story. A lot of people who have not known me over a certain amount of time do not know that I lost 100 pounds. And I did this with no medication, no surgery, no tea, or any supplements whatsoever. I just did it by eating healthy and exercising. And I just want to share like different stages of the story with you guys because there's so much that goes into weight loss. And I don't want to make it seem like it was easy. And I don't want to make it seem like it was something that just happened. I had to, it was a process. And in that process, I had to learn what worked for me and what didn't work for me. So going all the way to the beginning to give you guys like a story of like how the weight got on. One, I would say throughout my life, food has always been my treat. I'm a foodie and I still am. But as a teenager, I played on the basketball team and, we were running like horses literally every single day. And so I would come home, I would make Chicago style hot dogs, 2 of them with all the toppings, fries. Then, I would eat things like this place around my house that sold sandwiches and milkshakes. I would go get that every single day. Chicken wings every single day. Like I was eating, okay? But to me, it didn't matter because I was working out, and it didn't. When we had those basketball practices, I would say I was probably burning over 1,000 calories per practice. We ran, oh my gosh, I'm getting tired just thinking about how much we ran. So I had bad eating habits, and I feel like I've had bad eating habits throughout my life. Kind of just like eat because it tastes good and just keep eating because it tastes good. And until your heart says stop, you keep eating. And so I would eat, something tastes good, I'm going back and getting seconds. I might be full, but I'm going back and I'm getting seconds. And in college was a dark place for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I went through a lot in college, and food was my safe place yet again. And then after college, I did not get a job really quickly. So a lot of my days, like food was kind of the thing that I had to look forward to. And so I would go to the store and I would buy like Pringles. I would buy the fun size Reese's, like the 10 pack, and I would eat them all. I would eat all of the Pringles. I would cook like dinner. I would cook dinner that was like macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy, turkey, and a vegetable, and rolls. And I would eat until my heart said stop. And so, y'all, and for me, sugar is kind of like kryptonite. Not just from a weight standpoint, but for my overall health. When I eat sugar, if I have too much sugar, I'll get sick. Like literally. Yeah. To this day, and sometimes I forget, like, dang, I did have some sugar. That's why I have a migraine that won't go away. That's why I'm having cold symptoms. Anyway, so if I eat sugar, I can put on weight real quick. So I was eating a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs, and my body has always disagreed with a lot of pasta as well. Always would get me nauseous and things like that. So me eating those things all the time, whoa, my body was going crazy and I was putting on a lot of weight. I think at one point I remember I had put on like 20 pounds in, it wasn't but maybe 4 or 5 months. That's a lot. But I was eating, like I would go to the store by my house and I would get the goldfish snacks with the flavor blast and mix them with hot Cheetos and regular Cheetos and eat them all. Like, y'all, I would eat like an obese person. So I was kind of on my way there. And I just remember the turning point was I was talking to my dad one day in his room, and they have these mirrors where you can see all angles of yourself. And I just turned and looked in the mirror really quickly, and I saw like, dang, I actually have a belly. Like, and it's like a belly hanging over. And the shirt I was wearing was too small. And I wore the shirt all the time because I didn't notice that it was too small. But it was too small. And I was just like, whoa, when did this happen? When did I put on this weight? And it didn't take long for me to get a membership at the gym, and I started going to the gym, and I was still eating pretty poorly. I was counting calories, and y'all, I don't really agree with counting calories, because counting calories doesn't let you know what works for your body. You can eat a candy bar and it's 280 calories. And so you think, well, I have 1,000 or 1,200 more calories to spend in the day. But if your body is like mine and sugar will make you hold on to weight, then counting calories won't do anything for you. So, yeah, I was still kind of eating what I wanted, but just counting calories. But I was, losing about 3 to 5 pounds per month. By the end of 2014, I would say about October, I had lost about 40 pounds. And I said, I got to get 15 more off. And I wanted to get down, I wanted to get below 200 pounds. So I kicked up my workouts and I did plant-based. That first week of me doing plant-based, I lost 6 pounds. And then I would lose 3 pounds per week after that, just plant-based and cardio. And it started falling off at that point. And by May of 2015, I had reached my goal. And again, I did this simply by finding out what works for me. And that's why I'm saying, like, you have to find out what works for your body. There are some people who can eat a lot of sugar and lose weight just by counting calories. That's not going to work for me. You have to be healthy about what you do, and you have to find out what works for you. And I would have to say, like, it's all a mind thing, because I really had to train my mind and train myself not to look to food for comfort. And that in itself will challenge you in a whole another way. And I have my cheat days and things like that. And I'm probably going to tweak my cheat days and things. But right now my goal is to get fit. I want to get, really toned and stuff, and probably trim a little bit off. I think sometimes when you lose weight, you can get comfortable and you can start eating, and you have to make sure that you're making this and that this is a lifestyle, because it is. And that's why I don't really agree with, like, necessarily dieting. You have to do something that you can stick to in the long run. Otherwise, it's not going to work for you. Plant-based eating is not boring. Y'all, I make so many things. Listen, I just had squash spaghetti with quinoa meatballs, and it was fire. Okay? It was fire. There are a lot of combinations you can come up with when you're eating plant-based. It doesn't have to be boring whatsoever. So I recommend plant-based, because you can't go wrong giving your body more plants. The more alkaline your body becomes, the easier it is to lose weight, because alkaline is adding H2O adding oxygen into your body. So the more oxygen you have in your body, the less inflammation you have in your body. So I am a fan of plant-based. I really am. And drinking water really does help with sugar cravings. So I try to down a half a gallon a day. I'm working up to a gallon. But those are major keys right there. And then the last thing I would say is, know that this process, and what I had to make sure that I remember, was that this is for me. This isn't for anybody else. So other people's opinion doesn't matter. As long as I'm being healthy about the way I'm losing weight, nobody's opinion matters. If I'm not starving myself, getting crazy with the cardio, working out too much, then nobody's opinion really matters. During the process, people, oh, you shouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't lose no more weight. You just stay right there. You starting to look sick. Maybe 10 more pounds. You probably should lose 10 more. No, this is what I'm working for. This is what I want to be. And this is where I'm going to be. Your opinion doesn't matter in how my body looks. And also loving yourself during the process. I wasn't one who said, I'm not going to buy myself any clothes because I'm trying to lose weight. I bought myself a couple of cute things that I wanted and that I felt confident in. If you can't love yourself at 200 pounds, 250 pounds, or 300 pounds, don't think that when you get to that weight loss goal that you're going to just automatically up and love yourself. That's not the way it works. So, just remember, it's about you and it's a process. And as long as you're being consistent with what you do, you will get the results that you want. So yeah. And also the last thing, this is the last thing for real. The last thing that I would say is, this goes into what works for you. The number on the scale doesn't necessarily mean anything. People think that, oh, this person is 160, they're 160, they're 160, and they all look different ways. So just because you're a certain weight doesn't mean that you're going to look the same as somebody else. At 160 pounds, I'm a size 6. At 160 pounds. Okay, like, I'm 5'10". The places that my weight is distributed makes things look a certain way that it might not look like on the next person. Somebody could be 5'5" and 160 and feel like they need to lose a certain amount of pounds. Somebody could be taller than me, or somebody could just, have their weight being carried in different places that makes their body look a different way when they're at a certain weight. So don't go by the number on the scale. Go by what makes you feel good. When you look in the mirror, you see your pictures, whatever, when you see yourself, what do you feel the best at? And that's what you go by. Not by a number and not by anybody else's opinion of how you should look. So I think that about sums everything up. I got some more videos coming up, a whole lot of videos coming up, and stay tuned. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, please. All right, bye.